1 minute to go now to begin the market on open imbalance. Market on open imbalance. S&P 500 buy side 229 million. NASDAQ 100 sell side 23.5 million. Dow 30 buy side 15 million. Mag 7 sell side 1.8 million.
All right. Good morning. I'm going to wait for the 15-minute range to establish, but currently we have a breakout signal. Average move of about 50 points, potential long to like about the 600 level. But I think I'm going to wait 15 minutes for this to establish.
There's a concern that this specific clarification from you
Good morning, Mango. Good morning, Miss Mir.
physical gold.
Happy Friday. Let's get this, guys. No overtrading. No overtrading. You're right. Buy dips, sell rips. Good morning, Lynette. Yeah, and I'm going to be back. I'm going to just wait for this 15-minute range to establish, and we'll take our trade. So I'll be right back.
Tesla shares reversed their pre-market gain, up 1.1%.
Swiss Gold Association, as the imposition of tariffs on these gold cast products makes it economically unviable to export them to the US.
All right. Well, I'm glad I didn't take any entries just yet, because that was looks like a pretty big chop for now. Good morning, no rocket science. And I'm kind of hoping we get a nice tight 15-minute range today again. So far, you know, it's chopping back and forth. We only need 10 more minutes. Yeah, I'm liking this. Kind of like yesterday. So pre-market, we did get a breakdown signal. But yeah, it's pre-market. I don't really backtest that. So we'll see if we continue down or not. Looking just overall, you know, yesterday we kind of popped up a little above the 650 level and just straight sell off. Toward the end of the day, we popped up pretty hard. So anybody that took that long around the 300s, man, that was a really good long. But either way, we kind of just chalked around an overnight. Just because of this strong push, you know, you could try to say that there's our breakout signal. Breakout signal confirmed now. Anyways, with the bounce there and everything, you could say that the NASDAQ is trying to push for all-time highs. That's definitely, I think, a valid argument. If we look at S&P possibly as well. So we'll see. I think I need to see a nice strong push through like 600. I have these resistance lines marked out, but it would probably have to be like 600, 650 that it really needs to have a strong breakthrough for me to feel confident holding this into breaking all-time highs. So yeah. But that was a breakout signal that we got. Average move about 50 points. So 50 points above this would be approximately 615. So we are starting to break some levels. We could try to enter early on the orb. On a bull flag. Could try to enter early. Let's see, 575. Yeah, let's wait a sec. Gonna see your guys' messages. Good morning, Aces Trades. Pastor TPT eval today. Nice. Today's officially the 5th trading day. Yeah, so you get your funded like I think in about like 4 hours after a market closes, 5 hours, something like that. So yeah, you'll be able to trade it Sunday night if you would really want to. I wouldn't recommend it, but if you really wanted to, you could. Is the Discord community active? Yeah, I'd say it's pretty active. It's fairly new too. We got some interesting people in the Discord.
According to a survey, OPEC July oil output rises by 270,000 barrels per day from June to 27.38 million barrels per day.
All right, 6 minutes till the opening range is established.
So OPEC oil output rises in July, led by UAE and Saudi, according to the survey.
So far, 50 points in the range. Let's see here. So it looks like it wants to break out. And I probably bought a little early. It looked like it was breaking out. Let's see. Let's see if this holds. Okay, I'll buy one.
Order filled.
Prop firm accounts. 563.75. Okay, 5 minutes more of the range.
Order filled.
Just doing super tiny positions for now. Let's see, previous rejections were basically like 630, 650. I want to see the break of 600 nice and strong. It's kind of just sitting here a little bit.
Order filled.
Okay, 600 is breaking. That's widened the range. We've got 3 minutes left. The range being established. Now it's getting pretty wide. If it continues rallying here, that's going to be a really big range. But if it does break out, you know, above 650, we're probably fighting for all-time highs. Okay, so far we got our 50-point move. That's basically our average with the breakout signal. Let's see. The German DAX orb was bad. Was it super choppy?
Order filled.
Okay, a little pullback. Okay, as far as news goes, we don't have much. We have a Fed speaker in 40 minutes. You got a Fed speaker. I guess we have Trump meeting with the Armenian Prime Minister in 5 hours. It's really not too much. Canada did have some employment data. Man, their unemployment rate's pretty high. And their employment change was actually kind of bad. 41K jobs lost, I guess. Their forecast was 10K jobs gained, and their previous was 83K, so it's negative 40.8K. Very interesting. No real movement in the German DAX. NQ looks better. Okay.
Order filled.
I definitely don't like how wide of a range this is, but man, it's just breaking out. And she's just going. Wow. All right, the top of the range is 614. This is definitely a pretty strong break to the upside. I mean, not crazy strong, but, you know, strong enough. Want to get a nice little pullback so we can start sizing in. This is like holding a super duper trend on the 15-second chart. Okay, so our risk is how much? Opening range risk today is 42 points. So 84 points a range. That's a really wide range, guys. TP1 is 23,656. And this is like a spot where it could easily reject. But I think we buy the momentum, right? I'm in like a super baby position. Wow. Just like no pullbacks at all. Okay. I think I'm gonna sell
Order
Sell
filled.
right there. These are super tiny positions, guys. Super tiny positions, but I want a pullback to get in with bigger size. And just shoot in straight to the moon. We're quite overbought on the 1 minute, so I want this to come back. We're overbought on the 5 minute and the 15 minute, actually. So we probably get a pullback here. Yeah, I should have honestly sized up on that breakout signal, like right away. Okay, so this is the level we need to break through. Yesterday's rejection. Okay, there's the pullback. Could pull back a bit more. I think I'll add one around the 9 EMA. I don't know if it gets there. Let's see. We want it around like 621. We should get a little bit of consolidation, I think, before blasting higher.
Order filled. Order filled.
Okay, there it is. Buying one on the cash account. Okay. We're about to get to the top of the range. So that's a confirmed opening range breakout. Alright. Our stop loss is at 571. Let's go on
Order filled.
to...
Order filled.
Okay, 571 is stop loss. Quite wide. Okay, and 656 is TP.
Order filled.
Good morning, serial trader. Yeah, thank God we got another day to live. Ben, what were you trying to do this morning? Okay, so we're targeting TP1 on the cash account just to stay safe. But in all reality, if we blast through 650, like once we blast through this level, I think it's gone. I don't think there's going to be much resistance until like 700, and even then, with momentum, we're probably going for all-time high hunting. So I think with the prop firm account, let's see here. I think I'll just trail my stop and let it ride. On the cash account, I'll just take that. I don't know. Let's see how strong it goes. So far, I'm not too against how it's moving right now. Want to see a blast through 650. Why do you say that, serial trader? Just could be people will go insane. Okay, I think I'll do partial 565 with how it's moving. I'm liking the strength. Or 656, I mean. Okay. Trailing my stop. $6.20. $6.50 rejected there.
Order filled.
There's not that much volume, honestly. Very, very slow Friday. Yo, what's up, Gruff? Let's see that 650 break. Second rejection there. I'm trailing my stop pretty tight. I don't really like the 650 rejection. Let's see. See, S&P's moving actually. S&P's moving real good. NASDAQ, not really. Just sitting there. S&P is pushing for it. S&P still needs to break through some key levels though. But it might be fighting for all-time highs today. NASDAQ's kind of just waiting. It's a little bit more bought up than the S&P, looking at the levels. Look at that. S&P's breaking through 6,400. Russell and Dow. Oh, Dow's breaking. Dow's going. Okay. See if NASDAQ joins them. Okay, there's the 650. This market's silly. Yeah. Is it reversing? Like reversing to the downside? Or reversing just like the market in general to the upside? Yeah, it looks like it wants to go for all-time highs. I'm more bearish, but if it wants to go for all-time highs, I'll take the longs. Only micros for you in the funded? You like micros even more now after watching the stream? Heck yeah. Okay, 650 rejected again, but it did make a little bit higher high. S&P like completely broke out. We just need NASDAQ to join it. Come on out. I mean, this consolidation makes sense after overbought conditions. It's still a little bit overbought. Yeah, it's still pretty overbought on like all time frames. S&P is super overbought. It could stay overbought for a while. That's the thing. But I definitely don't like that it's a bit overbought, because that could mean we make like a little wave down before moving higher. Just past your eval. Nice. What's the next step? Well, I guess it depends on which firm. But the next step is they give you a funded. It takes a little bit for them to get you the funded because you have to sign some paperwork. Next step is pain. Let's go, let's go. S&P's breaking higher and higher. NASDAQ's just grinding up slowly. I do not like how slow it is, but we are in the right direction. Look at that, that's so crazy. Man, I wish I sized into that breakout signal. The breakout signal so far from the break is already almost 100 points. That's why these breakout and breakdown signals from Lux Algos are nice, because You can get in nice and early sometimes into the 15-minute orb breakout strategy. You could get an early position because it shows you basically a break of structure.
Order filled.
Nice. That's our partial. Okay. What's TP2? TP2 is 698. So I think we'll set that up. 698. We'll do a stop at about 630. We'll let that ride on the cash account. But that's a nice break of 650. I like that. I think I'll
Order filled.
cover
Order filled.
2 more. We'll let 3 micros ride. Stop loss 632.25. You're on a 50K on the old dashboard because you signed up on the old one. Oh, you're using Top Step, yeah. Indian music in the background, I like it. Yeah, I just got royalty-free music playing. First resistance at 23,685. Okay. Good morning, fam. Feels like one of those slow going up days. All-time high is still $200 away. But the way the thing can be in N3 at 621. Okay, not bad. Sell from 670 to 685. Possible. I'm just gonna play my breakout strategy. You want some roti and butter chicken? Oh, look at that little wick down. They tried to get some stop losses on longs. You see that? Little tiny wick down, boom. Anybody that was trailing a little too close just got stopped out.
The US and Russia are said to plan a Ukraine deal, cementing Russian gains. Seeing weakness in WTI crude here. Again, US and Russia are said to plan a Ukraine deal, cementing Russian gains.
Okay. So you're saying
So Washington and
685
Moscow are aiming
resistance.
to reach a deal to halt the war in Ukraine that would lock in Russia's occupation of territory seized during its military invasion, according to people familiar with the matter. Again, large amounts of weakness now coming through in WTI crude, down around 1.2%. Some more information here is the US and Russian officials are working toward an agreement on territories for a planned summit meeting between Trump and Putin as early as next week, according to people familiar who are speaking on conditions of anonymity to discuss private deliberations. The US is working to get buy-in from Ukraine and its European allies on the deal, which is far from certain, the people said.
Should target 23,820. On the cash account, I'll be happy with the 698. But on the prop firm account, I think I'll try to hold to all-time high breaks. Why how? Finally you green. Yeah, this was like, man, if you took the breakout
10
signal,
minutes away from when we're expected to hear from
like
Fed
you
Muslim this week.
literally could have taken 20 points of risk
Fed's
and you
Muslim
wouldn't have
speaking on
even
banking
hit
and
it.
credit. Text is expected
It's
with
already
a
over
Q&A
100
with
points from
moderator.
the breakout signal. I was a bit slow on jumping into it. All I did was just take a scalp of like 20 points on the cash account on that breakout signal. I think I took a scalp on the prop firm account too. Not bad. Okay, we can kind of trail now. We'll trail, we'll make 639.75. 639.75. Let's make some profits. Heck yeah, Yum. ES was easier entry. Yeah. Yeah, I don't really trade the ES, but yeah, the ES is just pumping like crazy. By the way, guys, I don't know when the Take Profit Trader sale ends. They said that it was only this week, so if you're still thinking about it or whatever, like, make sure you pull the trigger on that. Because, yeah, I've never seen them offer that. Already 8% up. Feel like today's going to be huge. Yeah, we'll see. A little bit of selling on the S&P.
Treasury yields retreat from highs as oil prices slump.
Okay, we're no longer overbought on like the 1 minute. Still overbought on 2, 3, 5, 15 as well, so that's kind of not good. 30's getting to overbought. Yeah, we might get stopped out on this. Overbought conditions can definitely bring it down. I don't know how long we keep a super trend. If 650 breaks, like we could theoretically come down to like the 600 level. I think that would be an okay re-entry possibly. But I would ideally not want bearish divergence. I want this to just grind up. That's the easiest way to make money. It's when it's just a nice trend in one direction. Yeah, be careful here, guys. Overbought conditions still on the time frames that really matter. It takes a little bit of time for it to reset, so people playing RSI strategy, you know, they're definitely not trying to go long here. They're waiting for some consolidation.
Stop filled.
Okay. There she goes. All right, if she comes down back to the opening range, the top of the opening range, I'll start looking for new long entries. We're getting a little reset, but we'll see. Who knows? We'll see if this is just a straight up rejection, because if you look at this, you know, it rejected pretty much same levels as rejected yesterday. So let's just watch and see, be patient. No need to jump into really anything right now, I don't think. If they bring it down below this wick, that's gonna hit a lot of stop losses, I think.
Ukraine bonds climb as US and Russia set to plan deal.
Broke your trend line. Yeah, this little one. Okay, that's bounced off the 21 EMA on the 2-minute. Looks like it wants to go lower. Yeah, good thing I didn't size up there and took profits at TP1. It's a good
S&P
thing.
500 energy index quickly pairs gain to 0.6%. Also a reminder, in about 4 minutes time, we're expecting to hear from Fed's Muslim, where text is expected, and Q&A. We'll see if we can get a video and pop that on the feed for you as well.
Had your TP set there. Had to go back to the basics. You were losing your mind with this stuff. Paid off. Heck yeah. Broke your trend line. Time to draw a new resistance level. Yep. Took yesterday's high. I mean, yeah, it did take it, but like barely. It barely took it. It also rejected like before this gap up here. So there's the gap up. That's about the level where it rejected as well. So I'm just going to be patient here. I don't want to get chopped up in this, you know. Right here on this buying, like you could technically wait for a bull flag to form, enter long again. Might be a smart thing to do, possibly. Set a stop at like 625. There's the 9 EMA starting to hold. Still overbought conditions, but the 5-minute 9 EMA held. That's what bounced off of there. And the 21 EMA on the 2-minute.
One minute to go now to Fed's Muslims comments. Again, on banking and credit. Still trying to find a video as well.
So we're going to have maybe crank down now. Yeah, anything could happen. But we're about to have a Fed speaker. I'm going to wait. I think I'm going to wait for the Fed speaker. Because he could move the market right now. Who knows, maybe there's some profit taking before he speaks. If there's a pullback, 23,580 strong support. Okay.
10 seconds.
580. Okay. Yeah, if it would be a breakdown of 580, then that would be a break of structure, right? Yeah.
So far nothing's been released from Fed's Muslim. Remember, text is expected.
Oh, never mind. I guess it's not a... He's not talking. He's just releasing some text. So waiting on that. Okay, I'm gonna look for okay guys, so the take profit trader sale is ending Sunday. Yeah. This Sunday, take profit trader sales ending. That's the best one available. So you're still on the fence, like just pull the trigger on that and then think later, because that one's a really good one. Sale ends Sunday. Unfortunately, I already have my 5 accounts, so like I can't. I could buy 5 more, but I don't think it'll be wise for me to do that. But if I was trading like Apex Trader funding right now, I would probably buy 5 accounts, take profit. All right. Big move coming. Your firm closed the charts. Really? That's kind of weird. Oh wow, Google's broken the 200 level. United Health's up. Top Step's frozen. That's weird. Okay, I'm just gonna do my $10 a day challenge. Buy the stock real quick, because I'll need to do that. I'm not in any position right now. Oh, it has a lot of issues. Yeah, because they changed their platform, right? They're not using NinjaTrader anymore. They're trying to be different. Okay, I think I gotta go with more United Health. Thinking about switching. What trade am I looking for? I'm looking for a long, but I'm waiting for this Fed text. I don't know if it's gonna move the market. When do you think that NASDAQ will be frozen? Go short? Apex silly, as you have to do a video of your strategy to get payout. Yeah, it's kind of weird. If the NASDAQ drops 7% from previous close before 325, trading pauses for 15 minutes. Interesting. So trading paused for you guys, and you think it's going to make a big move because of it? Because, yeah, the pause usually happens if a big move already happened. What do I think? I think it's just technical issues on their software. I don't think it's a precursor for the NASDAQ moving any. because none of my stuff is frozen. That's just top step, I guess. 20% drop stops trading for the entire day. Are those the rules for indices, gambler? Because I know for stocks it's a bit different. I forgot what the move was. Is it like 40% that it pauses for 15 minutes? Something like that. Or like 20%. When should you go short on NASDAQ today? I wouldn't go short anytime soon. There's no bearish indicator right now. Back up now. Where are you from? I'm from the West Coast, Pacific Northwest. All right, that's breaking up. When should I enter? Well, I mean, I guess this would have been a good entry back here, but I'm kind of late now because I'm preoccupied with this. I'm making my $10 a day video.
Heads up, that's Muslim currently speaking live now.
Oh, okay, we are having a
Doesn't
Fed
seem
speaker.
to be a video publicly anywhere of this.
Once you pass the extra TPT accounts, your monthly payments stop, and they're ready and funded for whenever you want to trade them. I guess I could get 5 more. I don't know. We'll see. I'll think about it today and tomorrow. Maybe I should get 10 accounts because I have 5 already today. How long am I live today? Probably till the end of the day, unless, you know, bad stuff happens or it gets super boring, then I'll just end stream early, but ideally want to be live all day. Okay. NASDAQ kind of led that rally. Still quite overbought. Could still go quite a bit more though. You're almost out of deployment funds. Get your crash helmets on already. Yeah, Mr. Ponzi, it looks kind of bullish right now. Looks like it wants to go for all-time highs, but who knows? I've got like this trend line set here just from the previous rallies, so maybe it pushes for 23,800 today. Okay. I'll take a scalp on the cash account. 10 for 10.
Order filled.
I'll just go one micro on the prop firm account. That's the plan. TP2 699. Maybe I go a little higher. All front loaded. So TP2 698.50. So I front loaded that, making a little scalp on the cash account. Prop firm account, I just got one micro. just because like I'm a little sketched out. Just a little bit because we're overbought so much on the bigger time frames. When it's overbought in the bigger time frames, you usually see like a pretty big pullback at some point. I mean, we're not overbought on the 1 hour, so I don't know, maybe we're fine. We could definitely still get more overbought. I think I'll just cash that here. Did I go short? No, I took a long. Almost there. Another reason why I don't really want to size up on a Friday is just because, you know, if I go red on a Friday, it's just never good, you know? Today's the day. UVIX sweetness. You're anticipating a wild weekend, okay? Yeah, I guess if you're anticipating a bunch of news coming out over the weekend, you know, with this grind up building some shorts in for next week, could be the play.
Order filled.
Okay, there we go. What EMAs am I using? I'm using the 9 and the 21 for the short time frames, and then the 100 and 200 for the big time frames. Thanks for that, Lynette. Really wish you'd kept those 3 now. Yeah, that pullback kind of scared me out too. So there's the 700 break. Okay, I'm out of all positions now. But 700 testing right now. We'll wait to see what happens, but man, if it fights for all-time highs today,
Trump of Truth Social
that's going to be
says
like
tariffs are having a huge
1.5%
positive
up
impact on the stock market.
on the day. Swing in scalping mode, yeah. 9 and 21 for short. Time frames, yes. No problem.
Tesla shares extend gains to session high, up as much as 3.8%.
Okay, I'm gonna record my my video real quick. I bought United Health with the rest of the funds we had. Medavida, sending blessings for good profits day to everyone in this excellent trading community. Thanks for stream. Thanks, Davida. The road is narrow but widening. This is good stuff. Okay, let's see here. So yesterday, it was day 681, so today's 682. Gonna record the video real quick. Be right back. Also, I guess if anybody's still holding from the orb, TP3 is... TP3 is at about 23,740 if you're holding. But like we had a pretty wide opening range,
As
so
Muslim says, economic
on wider
activity
opening
appears stable
ranges, the
and
multiple
not now
TP hits
increasing or
is a lot
decreasing.
rarer. But when we're fighting for all-time highs, they did hit. But I'll be right back.
Muslim says bankers report that funding pressures have diminished and credit quality is good. And we're hearing that the economic activity is stable. Muslim says that businesses continue to report a shortage of skilled labor. Muslim says that firms remain cautious on capital spending and hiring. Fed's Muslim says businesses are using different strategies to adapt to tariff, including cost cutting and negotiating with suppliers. Muslim says that companies are not yet resorting to layoffs to reduce costs. Muslim says that Muslim says businesses that are most dependent on imports are passing along costs. Those closer to consumers are less likely to raise prices so far.
All right, just posted. So let's see here. Do you think it will hit VWAP or below today? I think it's possible. Yeah, VWAP's at the 600 level. I think it's definitely possible for it to come down here, but I mean, you're gonna need some bad news for that to happen, and for some momentum to the downside, because I think 600 is gonna be some nice support, but that's where VWAP is. It's possible. But as for like shorting to bet that it's going to hit there, I think it's not too wise. With this move up with us breaking through multiple resistance levels, like now we kind of don't have much until hitting all-time highs. I'm honestly surprised that we're even pushed up this high. But I'm not going to be shorting unless the trend actually changes. Right now, it's just a trend up. Suggestions for another good entry, missed this one. Right now, we're kind of sitting around the 700 level. you could potentially enter on a bull flag. This is a potential bull flag formation now.
Target, but not missing on its employment mandate. Labor market around full employment.
Yeah, this is a potential bull flag formation now. So like, I don't know. Potentially a good entry, but like this could continue curling down. That's why I'm just waiting. So that little bull flag failed there.
That I'm looking ahead. Saying looking ahead, there is a risk that the Fed may miss.
Yeah, and then we have a Fed speaker
risk to jobs.
right now. So like some bad stuff that he says could move the market too. So I'm just waiting.
The impact of tariffs on the inflation side will fade.
Admire the persistence. They can't afford to feed, clothe, insure, and permit everything to get to work.
There may be some inflation persistence.
When do you pass your Top Step funded? I don't know. I don't do Top Step. You've been trading the combine for 2 days, made 3K. Yeah, I don't know. Sorry, Quan. Alchi, do you copy trade on Tradeovate? I do, yeah. There's a built-in copy trader on there that I use.
Muslim says that the labor market is in balance, but the economic activity has been weaker, and that poses risks to jobs. Most likely, tariff inflation boost will be short-lived.
How many accounts do you use to copy trade? I'm doing 5. Frank found me a few days ago, quickly becoming my favorite streamer. Well, thanks. I don't know why I would be your favorite. There's so many awesome ones out there, but I appreciate it. I guess the only difference is I'm like a lot quieter or something, probably.
Fed's Muslim says the Fed is balancing risks on both sides of its mandates right now. And companies are using different strategies to adapt to tariffs,
breaking up,
cost cutting, and negotiating with suppliers.
So I think if we clear 700 like nicely, where is it? Check on the 5-minute chart. If we clear 700 nicely, I think I want to long it to push for the all-time highs.
Muslim says data integrity is critically important to the economy. And labor and supply demand have cooled at the same time.
We just gotta wait for this Fed speaker. Shane, new here as well. Like the transparency, that's enough to be a fave. Thanks. Jay Freeman, good morning. By copy trade, you mean just the same trade across all eval accounts? Correct, yeah. Serial up 400 in the new funded, nice. Yeah, Jay Freeman, in Tradeovate, if you go in here, and on the top, when you hit like your account, you can basically hit manage groups and you create your trading group. The important thing about it is, you know, let's say you're copy trading 3 accounts. Whenever you have it enabled, like I just named the group copy. Whenever you have it enabled, let's say you have 3 accounts. When that's enabled, you got to make sure that your multiples are of 3 because it splits the quantity among those accounts. So right now I'm doing 5 accounts. So that means I have to enter 5 contracts at a minimum, and that just splits 1 contract per account. So that's how I do it. Okay. I think I kind of like this trade potentially. Maybe not, actually. I was thinking to maybe go long here and just put the stop loss at like 670 below this wick, but honestly, it could just stair step down. So we could just get stopped out. Yeah, never mind. I think I gotta just wait. Let's see what it's doing on the 5-minute. as I was saying, we were in quite overbought conditions. Looking at the RSI, we're still in those overbought conditions. So it'll take a little time for it to get out of overbought, and I think for it to continue up. If we look at like the 3-minute, this is potential bull flag. 5-minute looks a little bit sloppy, but 3, 1, and 2-minute kind of look like a bull flag formation. Technically, if it breaks above 700, that would be bull flag confirmed. Yeah, we'll see what happens here. $23,820 is your target. Okay. Don't think we've seen anything yet. Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, today, like, honestly, I'm a little mad at myself because I got the breakout signal, and I should have sized up on that, but I didn't. I only went in like 5 contracts deep. 25, over the accounts. And then I like took profits on the way up like too early. I should have just played this breakout signal into the orb, because that would give me like a crazy good entry. That would have given me, the breakout signal would have given me 50 points more, 50 points better of an entry. And like it didn't even come down after that breakout signal activated fully. It didn't even come down to retest that line. So it just kept going. Let's see if it's going to make a next leg lower. Yeah, momentum kind of died off pretty quick. And honestly, there wasn't even that much momentum either way. There was some nice momentum early morning. Like after that, it was just a very, very slow grind up. It doesn't seem like buyers are too ecstatic about trying to hunt for all-time highs. But yeah, the momentum kind of died down pretty quick after that. That big move in the beginning of the morning. All right. Well, we're potentially just going to look for a trend change if we do think it's going to go down. But I think 600 level is probably going to be a holding point. Gambler was saying 580 is probably going to be really strong as a support. So we'll see.
So that concludes comments from Feds Muslim then.
Let's see here. What indicators are you using? I'm using a couple Lux algo indicators. If you want the names of them, I have a video posted. It's the most recent one. It's named like this NQ strategy is working. Aces trades. Do you ever play the pre-market signals? I don't really like it. Or it's not that I don't like it. It's I've only back tested those signals during the New York session. I haven't done any after hours back testing on them, so I have no idea what the average moves are for them or any of that. So that's why I don't take them for the pre-market or after hours. Each rally and crash is bigger than the last. Next drop could be negative 30% in weeks. Yeah, possibly. If we retest 200 EMA for a bullish retest, that would be a what would that be, like 6% drop? If we were to test the 200 EMA on the weekly for like a, you know, super bear trend retest, that would be about 18K. So that'd be about a 22% drop. It's all possible, yeah. Okay, we're starting to get bearish crossover now on the 1 minute. Starting to curl down. So right here I could start shorting at the 9 EMA when it taps it. That's some fast selling. Banksters are in deep doo-doo. They need all the liquidity that isn't there. Mr. Ponzi, watch the potty language, even if you mistype it. Yeah, I mean, it could, yeah, we could see some stuff. I mean, I'm excited for it because, you know, those panic days, which I mean, today could turn into one of those days. You're going to see some huge sell-offs, things like that. Okay. That's 9 EMA, 3, 2, 1. We're taking the scalp on that. Just doing 10 for 10 in the direction of the trend. I don't really want to like hold this too long because we have some potential support in these areas. Just about like a $25 scalp. Yeah, and S&P is probably going to get a bounce at like the 6,400 level. So I don't really want to hold the shorts too long. I want like an obvious trend change. We got the bearish divergence on the 1 minute. The 2 minute, you know, it's still bullish. The RSI is 5 and 3 minutes still bullish. I want to see like an actual full-on trend change before I start shorting pops. But that was a little $25 scalp. Fed will pivot, but only after markets bleed out first. And what do you mean by pivot? By cutting rates? Yaj. I don't know if that's how you pronounce that. Welcome, thanks for the sub. That was me trying to pronounce that name. Okay, let's see. We're starting to get away from overbought territory. If we go to the 15-minute 9, that's about 630. Okay. Do I think it's going to hit VWAP now? I mean, it's possible. I can't really tell. It's going to have to break through all this support here. It's possible. But, yeah, it's like... It's hard to be 100% sure if it hits VWAP. I mean, selling's starting to speed up now a little bit, so who knows? Maybe with this first nice red candle, I start continuing to short the pops.
Order filled.
I'm gonna just set a stop up here. About $26 stop. We could set this for VWAP retest. So if it will go under 72, it will keep going under VWAP. Goes under 72. If you're saying it's 627, then yeah, it's probably if it breaks this level, then yeah, it's probably gonna test VWAP. I'm front loading the VWAP though, and I may just cut the position once it gets here. We'll see. Just want to see how it moves. I mean, if we get some like crazy momentum, I may even target like 23,500. It just all depends. It's kind of like we just got to see how the price moves. If it's really slow, just coming down and whatnot, then we just want to see if these levels hold. If they hold, like, I just cut the position. But like if selling starts increasing and whatnot, like, you know, that's gonna potentially start getting in panic selling and people entering more into the short. I'll probably want to bring it down here. We'll see how it goes. So far, it's looking like it's nice. And I'll also trail my stop. So once we come down to this level, I'm going to trail my stop and just slight profit. I'm not going to trail it right now, because we could get a bounce to like the 21 EMA on the 1 minute. That ultimately rejects to the downside. We'll see. Okay, S&P is testing, I guess, a psychological level on futures, 6,400. Well, we gotta look. So 63.50, 63.60, 63. I guess it's testing 63.75. Hedge funds bait retail into buying before dumping. Yeah. That's what I've been saying. Like the crazy rally that we've seen, the crazy rally like this, where there's like really no pullbacks at all. It's kind of preconditioned a bunch of traders to buy the dips. It really has. And this is like the perfect, like, now you got everybody preconditioned to buy the dips. Even like, you know, people long-term investing and whatnot. Which, like, who cares if they're long-term investing? But overall, like, they precondition them to buy the dips. Now, if you start taking the market down, you're getting a lot of exit liquidity because you got people coming in and trying to buy the dip. So they're able to just start dumping their positions. And then, you know, obviously in a bear market, you precondition people to start selling the tops. And then the hedge funds and all of them get the liquidity to build their positions back up. It's a nice, fun little psychological game. Okay, our stop is 675.75. I won't really set a stop on the prop firm account. It's just one micro. Bear markets always fake a recovery first. Yeah, like this. Sorry, like this right here. Nice sell-off and then faking the recovery, looking like it's going for the all-time high. 100%. But yeah, all we gotta do is just, you know, play the strategy, play the trend. Like at some point, we're gonna get some of those days where it's gonna be like a 5% day, you know? And it's gonna be like, and you're gonna cash out pretty hard. As long as you're playing the trend. Gleb's up. Do you think all-time high is still in play for today's session? Yeah, I think it's still in play. I think we're pulling back based off of overbought on RSI on the bigger time frames. I think a little reset was needed to maybe take it to all-time highs. This would be a good level for it to reverse back to the upside. But yeah, I'm just playing the trend here for now. Could go lower. I think if we break like 630 and possibly break VWAP, then I think all-time highs might not be in play. As of right now, I think they are. Okay.
Order rejected.
Whoops. That's a misclick. 675.75. Trying to say I could move that down. Let's do 672.50. Okay, our 2-minute has the bearish divergence now. 3 minutes, not yet. Did I buy? No, I shorted. We'll see if this is a low bottom here. High or low. If this is a high or low, then, you know, we flip to the long side. Little consolidation. Seeing, waiting for direction. We're in a super baby position right now. So not really risking anything. We're protecting 566. Oh, probably testing 566. No, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say probably. I would say possibly. Right now, it looks like this is a potential higher low here. So I think we exit this. We're going to get stopped out here. Okay,
Stop
and I
fill.
think we got a flip long here. We got flip long on this. It looks like it's a higher low. We're probably going to fight for all-time highs. Okay. Do stop loss there. Alright. Entered in the
Order
cash
filled.
just slightly early. Got $40 of risk, okay. Could be a pump fake too, who knows? But we're taking it long.
Order filled.
Okay, the 5-minute 21 actually tested. That's where it bounced. $652.25. All-time high today, unlikely. Yeah, I mean, with how far it's run up, yeah, I think it's unlikely, but I think we're gonna fight for just grind up. If this is, you know, a lower or a higher low here, then I could see us coming up trying to fight for 750, then, you know, so on and so forth. As for actually hitting all-time high, yeah, kind of unlikely. Because that's still a 200-point move to the upside. Technically, the NASDAQ's already up, or was already up about 200 points. So it'd be almost 400 points to the upside. You think we're going to retest it? Okay. Okay, this little spot's rejecting. Taking a baby scalp in between the position.
Order filled.
We want those EMAs to hold. If they fail, then we get stopped out. We've got to reassess. Rejected off these levels. Potential head and shoulders too, so beware. Okay, baby scalp stopped out. Not good. Looks like a failed breakout. Okay. Yeah, if these levels don't hold, we gotta just reassess. S&P is trying to hold the 6,400 level. Yeah, I kind of felt that that was a bit of an early entry. Just a bit of a chop up here. No real direction. Do I trade Michaels to scale in and out easier? Yes. Commissions are annoying for you taking multiple trades. On the prop firm account, the commission's the same as minis. So for micros, it's 25 cents round trip, and then for minis, it's $2.50 round trip. All-time low today. Yeah, so the commissions on the prop firm accounts is the same. I think on the brokerage, it's like it's not the same. I don't remember 100%. I gotta look it up. But yeah, prop firm account, it's like there's no disadvantage at all to the micros other than prices not aligning on the main and the micro. Let's see. Webull, futures, commissions. Yeah, so on Webull, it's a little worse to do the micros based on commissions, I believe. Yeah, so it's 25 cents per micro, 70 cents per mini. So a little bit of a disadvantage. What about Ethereum? I think it's about $1. The prop firm I'm using is Take Profit Trader. You're paying 95 cents per contract, Speedsoft. Is that for minis? It's just prop firms, like, they have, like, their quote-unquote commissions. Like, they're not, like, legitimate commissions when you're doing evals, or if you're doing a simulated funded account. But, like, once it's not sim and it's live, the commissions are kind of nasty compared to, like, actual cash trading. Oh, you're paying 95 cents per micro? Holy moly. That's very expensive. What are my thoughts about Ethereum? I definitely don't want to touch it. I don't want to touch any crypto, especially now. I think it's a terrible investment. $663.75. Okay. Another pullback off that same level. Got to flip for 3 days to get your TPT accounts activated. Let's see if you screw it up. Good luck, man. Then crypto is a terrible investment. Yeah. Depends on time horizon. I don't know. Zach, if USDT depegs Bitcoin and Ethereum will go to 0. No one has ever even audited USDT yet. Luna USD depegged a few years ago, so it can't happen. Yeah, like crypto, man, it's just like I was saying yesterday. I went on a whole rant yesterday. If you're a next door neighbor who doesn't even know like how to open up a Roth IRA, if your next door neighbor tells you, man, you got that Ethereum, Bitcoin, you got that Coinbase, you invested in crypto, got that poop coin, that XRP. Like when it's people like that are telling you and trying to give you investment advice, that's a huge red flag of like, oh, there are a bunch of people like this in this right now. It's a big red flag for me. So that's why I think crypto is a terrible investment. Because everybody and their mother is in crypto right now. Crypto rant incoming. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, manga. It's like when you hear that, it's time to exit. During the .com bubble, when your taxi driver, your neighbor, your, I don't know, garbage man, when they're telling you, oh, did you buy that pets.com stock? Oh, it's going to the moon. Right when you start seeing that, it's time to exit. It's time to not even be in that stuff. Yep, they are the exit liquidity. You remember the guy from your university who had like a PhD in finance said he made money of crypto, but not even he could understand it? Yeah. Yep, that's a red flag, yeah. I had a PhD teach me about blockchain and crypto and all of that. He's created his own. He knows a lot about the technology and all that. He told me a lot about it, and it made me realize it's all garbage. Like, it's a good technology, but as far as like investing in them and all of that, like what he explained to me made me realize I don't want to be in it. Depends, are you a gambler or strategist? I guess if you're a gambler, it's fine. You ever trade gold? Yeah. I have traded gold several times. I was saying that that this would be an extremely good long, and that if it would break 3450 / 3500, it's probably gonna grind up to 4K, and it has last night. So gold's looking really good. If a little pullback comes in, that would be a crazy good long opportunity. Come on, let's break out of this 680 level. That was double rejection, but we're making higher lows slowly. Don't want it to go lower here. I got my stop very tight. And there goes the stop.
Stop
Okay.
filled.
So, not touching. Just gonna wait. Not touching. Okay. Not touching this for now. Time to buy is when everyone is scared to buy it. Yeah, manga. That's exactly when I bought Bitcoin and made a killing on it. Was it was in 2019, I think. No, not 2019. That was like the first big round that I saw, or that I was like in. I think it was with the COVID crash. I bought like almost at the bare bottom, 1 Bitcoin, and then I sold it once I started seeing the hype pick back up in it. But I mean, it's over double what I sold it for. But yeah, that was the time where like I remember seeing like everybody was like, "Oh, Bitcoin is going to zero," all this stuff, the stock market, like the whole economy's shutting down. And I was like, "Oh, I'm loading up." And then right when, at least just for crypto, like that was long-term investments I was picking up. But for crypto, I was like, oh, this is definitely going to get a pop once like people come back into it and get some hype in. I sold it. Gold for the win, yeah. Seen some crazy people go all in on Bitcoin for retirement. Yeah, dude, like that's the kind of stuff that's so scary to me. The fact that people are like legitimately betting their retirements on it. It's insane. Just passed your 25k TPT eval. Now seeking to get payout mid. Nice. Good stuff. Take it nice and easy, because you don't have to pay monthly fees or anything with that TPT funded. You can take your time. You can wait for the most perfect trades. You can take 1 trade a week. That's the minimum. Yeah, take your time with it. Those fundeds on TPT are incredible. You think it will go short now? I honestly don't know. I think it's just chop. Pasha, I'm new to the channel. Just wanted to say that I appreciate your help. Thanks, brother. Yeah, I appreciate that, Daniel. Nate, I'd rather invest 2K in more NQ contracts than hoping crypto goes up or down. Just be careful of trailing drawdown. It trails unrealized profit. Yeah. Yeah, be careful with that trailing drawdown. Once you get your, I guess once you get your buffer, then you don't have to worry about it. SEC wants to kill everything but Bitcoin and Ethereum, possibly. The fact that a bunch of like agencies own Bitcoin, I guess, is good. Maybe wait 2 years after the halving, maybe. You know what they say, no one's an atheist when longing Bitcoin at 100x leverage. Oh my. Happy Friday just ain't right. No. You like if you get your buffer and profit, you can take it day one. You don't have to wait any days. Just like be careful with it, because like right now, if you were to just go big size and you know get the right direction, like you could technically take a payout today. But like be really careful with it, because you know if you blow the account, you blow the account. You have to
According to the Wall
redo
Street
evals.
Journal, the government is preparing to IPO Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac.
Had to bag hold last halving in 2020, exited XRP for a few K.
So again, government preparing to IPO Fannie Mae
Yeah,
and Freddie Mac later this year, according
80/20s
to sources
instant
cited by
on
the Wall
your
Street Journal.
payouts, and then the 90/10. Once you get like 10K profit, they put you on the live. Yeah, I mean, I'm just watching this. Potential big bull flag forming. Gotta just watch this. I mean, it's only 2 hours of the market being open. But I also don't really want to give away profits by trying to speculate where it moves next. I really wanted just a nice clean trend line today, just like yesterday. Yesterday was beautiful. Nice clean trend line. Today we're not really getting that. But I mean, it does look like it wants to go higher.
So we have posted out the full Wall Street Journal article on the feed for those interested.
Nice and steady. Past your account thanks to risk management. Yeah, good job. Is it different trading the live and queue harder to get filled or anything like that? I think it's going to be pretty much almost the same. Just make sure you read all the rules and you follow them, so I don't force a account closure. It's pretty much the same, because on the sim it only fills you if like an actual order gets filled, so it's like it's pretty much the same. The year that halving happens causes a huge run up on crypto. Yeah. See, like, I don't know. Everybody's waiting for the halving. It's already gotten to outrageous size. That's why I'm like, man, at some point it's going to stop. At some point. At some point people are going to be like, this isn't really a valid currency. It costs how much to transfer? And how long does it take to transfer Bitcoin to wallets? Maybe this isn't the best thing to have. Ethereum, on the other hand, and like some other cryptos, like they have like a good technology. They have a lot of stuff integrated. I'm sure like something's gonna live. I mean, who knows? Maybe Bitcoin lives. Maybe it becomes the digital gold. I don't know. It already kind of has. Who knows? Man, just for me, like, imagining that only the people that hold Bitcoin, those are the only ones that are gonna be millionaires in like 50 years. Just like, I don't think so. That's like, that literally just reminds me, or not reminds me, but that screams bubble to me. Fridays are tricky since it's an OPEX day. Okay. Everyone gets FOMO. You hear some people complain about it, the live TPT, but then again, people like to complain. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen any like Reddit posts, but people do like to complain either way. You're right. I've seen people complain about TPT on Reddit. I'm like, what the heck? Like some person was complaining on Reddit. They broke a rule. I think they held past after hours. So they held into the pause and their account got disabled. And they're like, what the heck? Like I'm not able to trade my account. They disabled my account and I did everything correctly. And then it literally like showed like it showed a little red X on the held past 1600 or whatever. And the person was just complaining and they're like, customer service isn't doing anything about it. It's taking them over an hour to respond and they're telling me that I broke the rules. I don't know, people just like to complain. Wait until it drops 70% in valuation to rebuy. I know. Should we short silver? No, I don't think so. Not financial advice. I mean, you could do whatever you want. For me, I think silver probably breaks out of 40. I have like these little support lines, resistance lines. Like I think silver busts out of 40. Like I think it's gonna join gold on this run. Look at that. Bearish divergence again. Listen to Tom Lee of Ethereum. He has been right on Bitcoin market, etc. He believes that Ethereum is going to explode higher soon. His logic makes perfect sense. I mean, it might be. Who knows? Who knows? There's a lot of people out there, a lot of opinions. Some of them might be right. The important thing is, if you're buying Ethereum, do you understand it? Do you actually have a use for it? Are you going to get value from it? If those three are yes, then buy it. If the only reason is this thing's probably going to go higher because of X, X, and X, and you know, and that's kind of your only reason, then maybe try to think about it a little longer. Inverse Tom Lee, he's always wrong. It's like the same thing as like buying stocks. If you're buying a stock just because it's like you just heard somebody talk about it and you're like, oh, this thing's gonna go higher, they're gonna do this, this, and this, right? But like the first three, it's like, would would it actually bring you value? Like, do you understand it? I forgot what the third thing I said was. But it's like, don't buy that stock. If you don't understand it, if you want to use it, like if it, it's a company, are they bringing in cash flow? Like, is their business model actually nice? Like, would you actually go there yourself? Things like that. Would you actually use their services? I guess another thing for stocks is it at a good value right now, or is it way too overbought? Ethereum to 5,000, Poppy. You think this head and shoulders? Yeah, it kind of looks like it. It is playing out. Okay, let's see if that 630s breaks through. If it does, then I think we try to target 23,550. This level might get a bounce. That is some strong selling power coming in. You've been trying to short NQ and hold into the close multiple times without any luck. Hope today's the day. Short from 689. Oh, nice short. Wow, very nice short. You got like almost the exact top. Nice.
Order filled. Order filled. Order filled.
Panic selling. I mean, we got some nice selling volume there. Need to see this break, and then I think we turn bearish. See the VWAP retest. Yeah, you can see if I'm short or long here. If it's red, that means I'm short. Okay, a little bounce off those. No, I'm good, thanks.
Order filled.
I think I'll exit that on the cash. Off that VWAP bounce, I covered one on the prop firm account. So that's VWAP pretest. Bakhtavar Abdullayev. Welcome, thank you for the sub. Okay, getting a nice little 1 minute trend.
Order filled.
August is historically choppy. Overall, bearish, yeah. See us break through this VWAP. Short and above the VWAP, not always the best idea. Why is Google up 3%? Because it's a good company. And it's like the most undervalued out of all the Mag 7s. But I don't know like why news related. I haven't heard anything. August has been a barcode market. Most likely close to it will be a doji. Yes. Okay, I'm gonna set my stop. I'm gonna run to the restroom real quick. 1, 2, 3. Be right back.
Stop filled.
Okay, we got stopped out. So that's bounce off VWAP. Stock buybacks are in vogue. Really? Nancy Pelosi bought a ton this year. Oh, really? I didn't see that. Yeah, I definitely like Google. I can't wait for a big dump in the market because I wanna buy up some Microsoft, some Google. I would love to buy up Meta, but I missed the boat. I bought it under $100 a share and then sold it way too quickly. Meta was like my favorite stock back in 2021, I think it was. I was like, this is the most undervalued stock in the entire stock market. We're having the planters delivered today. Judas swing played out. Friday's hard pressed for people to hold their positions through the weekend. They hunted your stop. Can you see me without the cap? I got a bunch of videos without. I'm just bald. Just that clean shave. Okay. I think I will try to short here. Take very minimal risk. Come back down to that level. 1, 2, 3.
Order filled.
Stop at 657.50. 1, 2, 3. So that's some moving averages on the 5-minute. Maybe the stop's a little too tight. No. We got these levels, so hopefully these levels reject. It comes back down. Playing against the trend again. Not the smartest. Looking good. Nick, Google ranks second in stock buybacks. Wow. See, I'm not against them doing stock buybacks. Just as a company. I think it's a good management decision because they are fairly undervalued. Or they're the only fairly valued Mag 7. So like doing stock buybacks I think is pretty good for them.
Stop filled.
Like some of the other companies that are doing stock buybacks, I think like if Netflix, I don't know if Netflix is, but like if Netflix would be doing stock buybacks right now, I would definitely be like looking at their management kind of with a side eye. It's like, you sure guys? You actually want to do stock buybacks when our valuation is this crazy high? You sure, buddy? Okay. Take the stop to the 10:30 candle. I mean, I can get in at a better time. The 10:30 candle. I'm not sure which one that is because I don't know what time zone you're talking about. And my time on this is different. 10:30 candle. I guess this. This right here. So 686, I'm guessing. You like the risk management? Thanks. Took me a long time of blowing money up to start doing it this way. Yeah, if I'm making the plays like this, like I only need like a 30% win rate to be profitable. Which, like, on the cash account, most of the time I do make plays like that. Sometimes I take like a 1-for-1, 1-for-2. But a lot of times I'll do like a 1-for-5 based on some levels. So it's like a 1-for-5. You just got to be above 20% win rate and you're profitable. Most stock buybacks are benefiting management primarily. I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if they're doing stock buybacks at overvalued levels and the CEO is getting paid based on stock performance, that's like where I look at the company. It's like, I probably don't want to own their stock because the management is making terrible decisions with their money, buying stock at overvalued prices. And, you know, obviously they're doing it. It's lining their pockets. They obviously can't just like buy a bunch of jets and spend a bunch of company money nowadays, but either way, not making too good of decisions. All right. This is getting pretty close to a breakout. Today was quite the chop. I'm surprised I'm green right now. That's that risk management, I guess. Need to emulate me. I don't know if I'm the best person to emulate, but maybe at least for the risk management style. Sometimes they take dumb risk. You just get frustrated and over leverage. Yeah, it happens to all of us. You have a risk management bot that can almost turn an ugly entry strategy into profitable trading strategy. Oh, really? Nice. I forgot, Nick, do you have automated trading bots? I don't remember if that was you though, Sin. You were able to potentially code trading bots. Aren't buybacks bullish for equities? Yes. They are. But I'm talking about like for long-term investing. If management is doing buybacks while the stock is super overvalued, like, do I want to be invested in that company long term? Probably not. Because that's just like you're kind of seeing how management's acting. Okay. Oh, I just realized that bounce was off VWAP and off the top of the opening range, man. How did the orb do today? Can't trade, waiting to get funded. The orb went well. The orb went to TP2. So I rode the orb up, and then also any of you guys that, okay, this is a breakout signal here. Average move of 50. Average move of 50, so that's 722. Okay. 1.
Order filled.
2.
Order filled.
3.
Order filled.
Okay, and we're doing 20 points of risk, so that's... Let me just check real quick. 20 points of risk is 656. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 656. So about $40 of risk. And we'll go right there. Just before 720. Let's see. That would be, yeah, So that'd be 40 points. Average move is 50 points off the breakout signal. Win rate of, let me check, win rate of 56% currently on the back test. Okay. Did I answer the question? I'm sorry. I just got carried away. Anyways, the orb went well. Oh, this is what I was saying. So if you have watched the video on the YouTube about the strategy and the 2 indicators that I've been using, this morning we got a really nice, if you look on the bottom left of your screen, we got a really nice early breakout signal. So I took this, but I took profits way too quickly. This is like a crazy good early entry into the 15-minute orb, and it never came down to stop out or anything. I unfortunately didn't play the whole move, but I did play most of it and re-entered on the orb as well. Took partial at TP1 and then took partial at TP2. Wasn't fully sized up or anything. But this was a really nice move. So this breakout signal is kind of testing around a little bit. It's disappearing because you need a 5-minute candle to be completed. But with this momentum, I'm hoping that we go in. A more disciplined trade would be waiting for a little bit of a pullback, bull flag formation. But I took it a little early. Got excited there. Okay, our profit target is 718.75. So I think I'll take 2 there. If it gets there. So that's about a 1 for 2. 1 for 2 with a 56% win rate. As long as this holds here, it doesn't reject. Okay. Let's see here. Do you have ideas for automated strategies? Probably the orb for automated. The 15-minute opening range breakout strategy. Nick, you have the algo bots trading. They trade the same markets you trade. You sell them, turn them on. You let them on about 1 day a week. Why don't you keep them on throughout the week? Are you just worried about how they're coded? Okay, so that's the breakout signal confirmed now with the 5-minute candle completed. So looking for an average move of, well, the average is 49.8 points on the back test. I'm looking for a 40-point move to take profit. So that's about 720 from this level. That would be a breakthrough of the previous high and all of that. Nice, let's go. Buyers coming in. I'm liking it. I'll move the stop to break even once we get closer to the high. I could have guessed trail to like right here. I think I'll trail here. So 72.50. There we go. Not really worried about coding, more about trading against you and exiting your trades. Oh, I gotcha, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. What if you like run it on one brokerage and then manually trade another one? Because I think I remember you sharing your win rate on it. It was like slightly over 50%, right? Or it was like less than 50, but it was like a good profit factor, something like that. Hope it's the second wave of bullishness. I mean, it's looking like it so far. Are you trading props or live accounts? I'm trading both. I'm trading like really small size today because I really want to just make sure my Friday's green. It's like when you get a red Friday, it just messes with you psychologically. You're like replaying it over the weekend and all that stuff, and then you're like, man, you're just thinking about it over the weekend, and then you're just waiting for the next day to like get back in it, and it's just, I don't know, it's not good. So I got green this morning. Not trying to give any of it away. Don't want it to ruin my weekend. So that's why we're doing that. You like the stream, everyone else is too loud. What do the other streamers do? Are they just like screaming when it's going in the direction or something? Or screaming both ways? I feel like I would get exhausted if I would be like freaking out about every little thing. Just to, like, make content or whatever. Okay, so little rejection of 700. Waiting for that breakthrough. I guess just so you guys know, again, I mentioned it earlier, but if you're still playing the 15-minute orb and you took the top of the range, your TP3 is going to be around 23,740. And like I was saying earlier too, like we had a really wide 15-minute range this morning. So usually on the back test, when it's a really wide range, you do not hit like more than TP2 very often. But the days where it did go way higher than TP2 is when there was a fight for all-time highs. Many salesmen out there. Yeah, they all got their $5,000 courses. What platform are you trading on? This main one is Webull. Bottom left is TradingView. Bottom right is Tradeovate. The Tradeovate one is on Take Profit Trader, a prop firm. Way more discipline now. The B-Day loss changed you. Yeah, when that was so rough. They have loud music, active, mature, salesman tactics from others. Oh, I gotcha. ShamWow stuff. See, like, I wouldn't be surprised if they're trading, like, if they're paper trading. If they're legitimately doing, like, a bunch of dumb stuff, I would definitely not be surprised if it's just paper trades to try to sell courses or whatever. Kelly M, thanks for the sub, welcome. Jim, lots of them remind you of how They made a call 5 minutes ago. Oh, really? Amar, thank you for the sub. Welcome. Yeah, guys, like, so do you remember this one time when I was saying, like, down here, you got along this? Yeah, so check it out. You see that? And it broke through this level. So, like, I knew that it was going to break through here because of this momentum here, guys. So, I didn't take this trade just because, you know, I already make enough money off selling the courses. So I went long here, you know, because I know it's going to come through, break through all-time highs, so that we're taking long, guys. Also, make sure you drop me 5% of your profits because I called it like that. Gambler trader, what worked yesterday may blow up today. True. I mean, what happened yesterday was just like a nice clean trend. Yeah, today a bit of chop up. Okay, waiting for this next bull flag to break through. If this is one, if it breaks through, I'm gonna move up my stop into profit. See, Lynette's like helping me out with the likes and everything. I appreciate it. Way too many paid influence out there. It's disgusting. Selling prop accounts. I mean, I definitely like, I'm gonna remind you guys of the best sales, and it definitely benefits me when you guys are like using my code and stuff. But like, I'm not going to like try to push it on y'all or whatever. Like, day trading is definitely not for everybody.
Nikkei,
But
Japan's
I'll try to
Shonogi
let you
plans
guys know when there's
US
like
antibiotic
actually
plan,
really good
a plan
sales.
with eye on Trump's tariffs.
So if I like overdo it, just let me know. But like, it definitely helps me when you're using the code.
So further from Nikkei, Shonogi aims to begin producing.
It makes it less
cefadroxil
stressful for me,
at
so
the
I'm not like
factory, its
100%
first overseas
reliant on
production
day
site
trading
by January
to make ends
2029.
meet. Let's see here. In paper money, because that's all you're trading. Wait, manga, I thought you were in prop firms. So you're practicing for now in paper? Which brokerage are you using? Because usually paper trading costs money, at least in some way. I guess Webull has free paper trading, so never mind, but I don't think they have free futures paper trading. Need 10 months of profitability before you throw money into things. Ah, I mean, that's smart. Mr. Ponzi, I do it tactfully. I don't know if it's on purpose. My code's just Pasha. Okay. Gotta see this thing break through. 700 rejected. Little bull flag. These tops held. So far, I'm liking this long. Nick, trouble with algo trading is you have to keep an eye on it because internet connections can drop. Oh, yeah. Stops are only active during internet connection. And keeping an eye on it interferes in your trading. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that would be kind of worrisome, I would think. I wonder if, like, you just run a bot with just one micro. I wonder how well it would do. Because, remember I was, like, using these trading view strategies? So, like, if these ones on the left two, and then the one on the right, these are just indicators, but this second one from the right is a strategy and actually has entries and exits. It technically this week it made $7,000 on minis. So that would be, you know, $700 in micros if it was just doing one micro. Be interesting to see. You think I should short? You think of prop firms as paper. Well, I guess that makes sense, yeah. I mean, for like people that like really want to get into futures, like going with just a prop firm eval account is so much smarter than like throwing your cash into a live account without getting any practice. So I guess that makes sense. And you could get like a super small size for like, I don't know, 20 bucks, 10 bucks. Yeah, I should have cashed there. Let's see here. If it pops up, I'm exiting. Okay, I'm gonna exit that.
Order filled.
Thankfully exited in profit. I mean, I really didn't like that selling there. It could just be like a fake out and jump to the top, but man, I don't like it. I don't like that because you can see really big drops, really big slippage. You think that was just a liquidity grab? Yeah, based on where it's at right now, probably. But I'm fine with sitting it out. I had my initial trade in mind, all of that, but yeah. Took like 20 bucks of profit. Amara also got kind of in my head with saying I should short too, to be honest. Jerry, a lot of cussing and a lot of them. One is a great trader but can't stand the language. Were you talking about Patrick Wieland? They do have free futures paper trading on Webull. Oh, they do. That's pretty cool then. Yeah, because I honestly like the simplicity of Webull. I know like none of the professional whatever day traders use it, but I really like the simplicity of it. It's like super user friendly, so I guess like for somebody starting Webull would be, since they do offer it, would be a nice start for paper trading. Zertron should have done that a long time ago. Hey, it happens. You wouldn't be here if you did, you know what I mean? Also, like, if you never get, like, a really, really big loss at some point in your trading career, if you end up being one of those people that's, like, the luckiest ever, you could just... Imagine you build up, like, $1 million and you're so confident because every single thing has worked for you. And then, boom, you just, like, lose it all. It's better to learn that lesson before you get there. Because there are so many people on Wall Street bets that have gone to millions and basically gone to zero. Because it just, like, they got so confident everything was working. And they kept doubling down, tripling down, quadrupling down. This could be the Maverick of Wall Street, M-top. Maybe. To me, it looks like it wants to break the highs. That was a bad exit on my part. I just didn't want it to hit my stop. My stop was like right here, so if it would have like gone down a little bit more, it would have hit my stop at a loss. So I just, after that pop, I took profit. I don't know. Technically, like with this trade, I would maybe want to keep my stop at break even. Well, actually, no, it wasn't even break even. It was actually, my stop was at a loss. Never mind. Maybe it would be better to keep it like all the way down here. Who knows? But either way, that was a bad exit on my end. It was a bad exit, but it was profit. Time will tell. If you like short, you could. Nah, I don't want to short here. There we go. That broke through the top there. Your indicator says it may be a reversal. Okay. If Webull had a debit card, you would dig it even more. Yeah, I guess Robinhood has a card. I don't know if Robinhood, well, Fidelity has a debit card. Robinhood has a credit card, which I actually got. It's got really nice cash back on it and everything. But yeah, I guess Webull could. I think Webull. I don't remember if Webull's a Chinese company or not. So I don't know what kind of regulatory hoops they would have to jump through to get credit/debit cards. The problem most people have is that they aren't patient enough and they don't buy themselves most of the time. Oh, they don't buy themselves at the time. Gotcha, yeah. Yeah, I mean, you're probably right, Frankie. Or Frank, I just called you Frankie. Frank. Bonzi, Sheeple Green Friday. You can wait, not on margin. Nick, the runs of boy, this is easy always ends in the market humbling you. Yep. Jerry, check out using 8 instead of 14 in trendline with breaks. Been working good so far. Using 8 instead of 14. See, if I change it though, I would have to backtest like almost 3 months. Iftihar Parvez, thank you for the sub, welcome. Manga liquidity sweep. Yeah, I honestly don't want to take a trade in either direction right now. If I were still long, I would be holding through this. But I don't want to enter in either direction now. Webull is Chinese, okay, yeah. Yeah, I wonder what regulatory stuff they would have to go through to get into the financial services. Well, they're in financial services, but to get like debit cards and whatnot, banking. They don't have the float to endure. Yeah, I mean, at some point next week, there are going to be some good short opportunities, I'm sure. Webull is an American company held by a Chinese holding company. It's received a lot of controversy because of its Chinese ties. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Yeah, because it's like American because they have to, you know, create the company here. But it's like Chinese held. Same as the banksters, it's all gone, just a billionaire left. Gambler saying time to short. Manga dropping the polar bear. You use TradeStation with manual trading, all your stops and profit targets, and they hold through internet drops, whereas also stops and targets don't. Oh, whereas algo stops and targets don't. That's kind of crappy though. Because you would want your algo to enter those orders, and like if internet drops, for those orders to just stay there. I thought that's how it would work. That's weird that that if your internet drops, those orders disappear. Unless the algo has like levels set for itself that when it hits those levels, it executes those orders, maybe. You may get stopped out for the tiniest short. Okay. I mean, we'll see. It could be a double top. To me, it's looking pretty strong still. Use a server setup. Interesting. All right. Well, not much happening right now. Out of all trades. We had the little pullback to test the 2-minute 21 EMA. Kind of shook me out. Still profit. Kind of wish I was still holding it. It happens. Okay, so that breakout signal so far got 31 points. So the average move would be about 23,725 on the breakout signal. Manual trading lets you adapt to nuance. I mean, is this just going to be like a chop up? If I were to short here, I would probably short to like 650. Get 40, 50 points. Yeah, I'm glad I'm green today, guys. Today would be a little bit difficult. You like to fight the trend? Yeah, on chop days like this, I guess fighting the trend's not bad. Trend likes to take your money. Take our money. Yeah. I don't know, this is bull flagish, guys. Feel like it's probably gonna break out. I mean, who knows? I guess it didn't go that much higher than this level here. And now it's kind of fighting to get through the same level. But it's slowly ramping up. You're green 1955 today. Hoping you don't have to open up Robinhood the rest of the day. Heck yeah. Nice job, Frank. Short it. I'm not shorting this. Nothing but web clap-based brackets execution for you, Nick. Click and forget, no fear of internet outages post-entry. Yeah, that's how I feel like it. I feel like algos should work that way. Both Netflix and Apple are going higher. Let's see what Apple's doing. Oh, wow. Apple's up 3.5%, just running up. What about Netflix? Wowza. Dude, Netflix is... Man. Netflix might be one of the most overvalued stocks right now in the stock... out of the bigger market cap companies. I legitimately don't understand the valuation of Netflix. I truly don't understand. ES stuck at Thursday high. Yeah. I mean, it looks like it wants to break though. Looks like it wants to go. You like the thrill of being wrong? Hurts so good. That's hilarious. Stodgy old Apple screaming today. Yeah, I'm surprised Apple's like on a super trend. It's barely moving the NASDAQ. What's Nvidia doing? Nvidia's also up 1.3. Pretty crazy. Looks like a huge M to you. Yeah, I don't know. If we get a pullback to this area, like 670s, you know, potential inverse head and shoulders. We had a head and shoulders here, it played out. Now we're going potential inverse. I don't know, guys. I think it breaks out. If it breaks out, I don't think there's much stopping it. Entertaining drama. Alright, do we have any other news? So we got some rig count stuff. Yeah, and then just Trump meeting with the Armenian PM in 2 hours. So nothing else really. Chinese PPI and CPI is going to be tonight, which, you know, futures are going to be closed. But it looks like their forecast is negative CPI. Interesting. Oh, okay, I got you, Nick. I mean, I guess that's fine. These trading view and strategies / indicators, I don't know how to get like audio signals whenever they take positions. But like this one, the Quantum Edge Pro NQ, this third one, man, it's like, it's just profitable. It's crazy. I feel like it takes terrible trades, but it's profitable. Like it's past 40 trades. On the long, it's 85% win rate. On the short, it's 86% win rate. And this week, it's made over 7K on one mini. Just trading it throughout the week. It's literally insane. So, like, I would honestly love to just automate that on, like, Ninja Trader. Throw, like, 10K into the account. And just do micros. Do 1 micro per trade. And just let it do its thing. It holds through, like, some crazy drawdowns, too. It's nuts. But I think it, like, auto exits whenever the drawdown's, like, near 50 points. Like, this morning, it took a short, or I guess, like, not that long ago. It took a short right here on this pump, on this candle. So it shorted at 645 right here. And then it exited that short at 690. So it exited up here. So 45-point loss there. Like, it's still profitable. It took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 profitable trades before that loss. Futures changed your life? Yeah, it's definitely, futures definitely open up some opportunities if you're profitable. This is just kind of paused, I think, before breaking out. You think Frank needs to get a life? My bad. Made more than your entire yearly salary in the last 3 months? Wow, nice. Nice job, Frank. Kind of want to take a scalp to the long side here. Our stop is right by this liquidity sweep. And our TP is up here. Maybe I'd do even like a baby scalp. 698. I'm trading take profit trader, new credit. It's a skill you can't wait to get. Yeah. I mean, with this slowdown, I feel like I should long it. It's just kind of slowed down here.
Order filled.
1, 2,
Order filled.
3.
Order filled.
677 stop. 1, 2, 3. So $53 of risk. We just wait for the breakout. Could fail too. Starting to reject the 1-minute moving averages. The EMAs are kind of super tight now. Waiting for the next big move. Real skill is keeping what you make. Yeah. I need to learn that skill. Finally got funded 550k accounts with them yesterday. Nice. How do you recommend I trade them? It's been a long journey. Trade them as conservatively as possible. Al Pfeiffer, thanks for the sub. Welcome. Trade them as conservatively as possible. You have to just take one trade per week at a minimum to not get them closed out. But the fact that they don't have any monthly fees, literally there are no costs to you anymore to have those fundeds. So the smartest thing is to legitimately keep them alive. Trade super conservatively. And just take, work up to them payouts. Don't try to rush it. Just take it nice and slow. Stay profitable. minimize your drawdown. You know, like set yourself a maximum loss per day. You know, if you want to stay as conservative as possible on the 150Ks, make your max loss $500 a day. And if you get there, just stop trading for the day. But that's what I would recommend. Fade me because I'm probably wrong, just because I'm gone long. I mean, you might be right. Who knows? It's just a chop up right now, waiting for direction. Thank you. You're doing 4 micro MES max per trade. Not bad, yeah. That's probably good sizing. You're actually debating not trading for a week or two until things calm down a bit. You feel like we're at the climax of some volatility. What do you mean by climax of some volatility? You're saying like we're about to enter some volatility? Because I think you're right when you if you're meaning that we're going to see some crazy volatility. I think you're right about that. See, I'm kind of excited for when the volatility happens because it's probably going to be to the downside. And I want to be in those shorts when the panic selling starts. Think we're about to enter, okay? Think we're either going to rocket up or down. I feel like the market is at a pivot point, pivot right now. Yeah, I think you're right. I mean, I think it's definitely possible for the September contract to hit 24K. I think it's definitely possible. Like if you know, we've been preconditioned to buy all the dips for a while now. For us to have this like nice drop and everything to maybe get some people entering shorts here, getting burnt, and then blasting it up, getting some more people to buy those little dips before starting to sell off slowly. I think that would be definitely a good play for the big institutions. There's a lot more risk than reward right now. Rather react than try to predict. Yeah, I think that's smart for you to do that. Money is in the volatility. That too. And with volatility, you'll make a lot more. But I mean, if you already made your yearly salary or more than it in the past 3 months, I mean, it might be smart to just play it cool, protect what you already have. Okay, possible breakout.
Order filled.
Here we go. I'm hearing the buyers. I'm hearing them. I almost got filled on the scalp. Missed it by about 25 cents. Liquidated your Roth IRA waiting to swing trade it back in. Yeah, that's probably smart. There's always volatility in volume, especially if you're trading futures. Yeah, that's true. I mean, there are going to be opportunities either way at all times. So it's probably smart to wait it out, especially if you're up for the year quite well. Okay, I'm gonna exit there. Nice little tiny $70. Staying green for the day. What EMAs am I using? I'm using the 9 and the 21 on the 1 to 5 minute time frames. Or I guess 1 to 15 minute time frames, 1 to 30 sometimes. But I use the 100 and 200 for the 4-hour daily and weekly time frames. Look at Apple. Wow. Apple's up 4.3%. That's crazy. Apple's breaking out. Look at that. Wow. What a daily candle. That's crazy. There's some big moves. Yeah, I would not be surprised if they take the NASDAQ past 24K. Are these evals are funded? I've got the cash account, and then these are evals for the prop firm account. They're take profit trader evals. Apple also part of stock buybacks. See, Apple doing stock buybacks, not as bad, I think. Let me check the valuation on Apple. Never mind, it's pretty bad. Just kidding. It's pretty bad. So Microsoft, a little bad. Nvidia, I think bad. Google, I think not too bad. Amazon, a little bad. Meta, a little bad. Tesla, terrible. Berkshire Hathaway, not bad at all. Netflix, terrible. Palantir, grossly terrible. So I don't know. I'm looking at the analyst estimates for Apple real quick, just out of curiosity. Yeah, Apple, okay. Apple's like grossly overvalued. Wow. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know how we're trading at these valuations. It's crazy. It's actually nuts. I guess a lot of investors are just maybe buying up at these valuations because they're expecting hyperinflation at some point. Like that's the only logic in buying these companies at these valuations, because you're just buying companies with really strong moats that, you know, won't be put out of business very easily. They'll probably be around in the next 30 years. And then, you know, if we get hyperinflation, you know, you'd love to be in stocks like that, but like that's if you're betting on high inflation for a long time or betting on hyperinflation at some point in the future. I don't know. These valuations are nuts. Absolutely nuts. That's why I'm like so excited to see August, September, October through, because I think man, there are gonna be such good shorting opportunities once we potentially see some nice valuation pullback. Palantir was started with taxpayer money, continues to be supported by taxpayer money. Yeah, Palantir is so weird. Their business model and everything is great. Like I kind of looked into what they do and everything. It seems like a great business model. But the valuation, the projected revenues, all of that do not line up at all. They do not line up at all. So I'm just shocked people buy those. If Warren Buffett is selling, so will I. Yeah. Yeah, if you look at the Buffett indicator, we're grossly overvalued. You look at Schiller PE, we're grossly overvalued. Like when the market does correct, it's gonna be nasty correction. Because this pullback here, that we saw, the really big pullback, this wasn't even like, this was because of tariff type stuff, but this wasn't even bringing us back to fair value. Like, we're still overvalued here. I mean, maybe the monthly chart is like a better one to look at, but in all reality, us coming down to like the 13K level on the NASDAQ would bring us to like fair value, which is nuts. But man, it would be crazy if it does. Gurav, hello. Gurav, you always pop in here and just say yo and then you're gone. Thank you. Those look incredible. Huh? Okay. Does anyone know if you trade a bull call credit spread, such as sell 63 buys 60.25, what you lose if the spread closes in the money? I'm actually not sure. I've never done credit spreads. Sure somebody in there has. Government is the primary customer. I mean, they're growing their private customers. I think I think they might be at like 60-40 government to commercial. The potential is not in the government money for Palantir, it's in the commercial, because the things that they offer are actually very valuable for big companies. You know, companies like Amazon. I don't know if Google would need them, but Amazon, probably Meta. You know, companies like that. Walmart definitely needs them. So like they have like a very valuable product. The problem is the revenue from that product or those products, even if they were to like take over as the big dogs in that space, the valuation of that company is like insane. Like they would have to serve like the
10 minutes
entire
away from
world
the top of the hour, we get the
for
breaking
their
news. Total
valuation
views,
to
total
be
rig count prior
justified
540, and oil rig count prior 410.
on SPX. Yeah, I don't know, Davida. 10 top NASDAQ companies make up more than 70% of the index. Yeah. So anyways, when we do see a pullback in valuations, it's going to be gnarly. You went back in when Trump told you to? Oh, man. That was a nice run-up. See, I missed that because I wasn't following the socials. I also didn't have financial juice. If I had financial juice and I was like actively trading at that time, oh my goodness. That would have been such a nice day. You're betting on Hood 2026 expiration. Calls worth of 60K in 2 months. You got calls on Hood? I mean, if we go to all-time highs, those might be good, I guess. I haven't done fundamental analysis for Hood, so I don't know exactly what they look like. The only way I would take like options on companies, especially like long-term options, would definitely not be momentum. It would definitely be like fundamentals, maybe paired with some momentum. You'll only buy stocks and companies your kids are into, and companies that your kids are into. Yeah, I guess that's probably pretty smart. Caught 20%. Nice, manga. All right, well, we're just sitting here. I guess I'm happy I took profits, because we're not really breaking out. All right, I'll be right back, guys. Okay. Oh, guys, I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting now. Like, literally nothing. Nothing interests me here. This could just be the Friday, like, no trend day or something. I have no idea. But I'm just gonna wait. I honestly do not want to just jump into any trades right now. We're already green on the cash and the prop firm account. It's not green to an amount that I would want, obviously, but it's not much. Like, I would rather not give it away by trying to speculate where it goes here. It could break up, it could break down. No idea. I don't know if we're going to get any big moves. But you know what I am going to do? I'm going to eat some breakfast. Oh, I just poured way too much salsa on that. I'm going to eat my breakfast burritos that my beautiful wife just made. And it looks like we're potentially turning bearish. I accidentally poured out like half the bottle into my burrito. The bottle's empty now. Oh, this is the best salsa. You guys see this right here?
5 minutes ago now to get the Baker Hughes data.
Get
Prior
that. Get
total rig
that.
count 540.
See that?
Prior for
Oh,
rig count 410.
Erde's avocado hot sauce. That's the good stuff right there. That is the good stuff. Yeah, this action does kill premiums on options. That is why I do not like options.